Here we go. What you doing?
All the work.
Oh yeah, because I think someone took my gloves.
Thanks, Dad.
I know. We need to just buy a couple of pairs of gloves here because they all intermingle. You know, that's what I forgot to ask.
Phone number?
No, not phone number. I got phone number. I think I do. I forgot to ask him if he's okay with recording.
Yeah, we
But it's on. I'll go and let them know.
They're off-roading it in their little car. Alright, so basically moving materials for the dog area. So I came up here utilizing the trailer, just picking up as much materials as we can, haul it over there. That way I'm not doing it one at a time. But this will be for the back wall, and then also for the walls in the center. We'll put some wood on those as well. And you may or may not see in the background a car come through. Actually, our kiddo's boyfriend from school is here to spend a few hours just to hang out and stuff. It's actually the first time him and his parents or mom has been to the property, so we got a chance. I actually got a chance to meet for the first time, but I know Gladys has already talked with him and stuff like that before too. But we're going to not put them on camera unless obviously they want to be. So, but still let you know in the event that you do see him whatnot in the background, that's who he is. Something like that. But anyway, I'm gonna continue gathering wood, and then we'll meet you back over at the front of the property, or back of the property, I guess, because this is the front, to continue working on a dog studio, dog paradise, dog something. I don't know, whatever you guys want to call it. Gonna need another ratchet strap. This one's too rusted.
Go somewhere. I said it's so bloody hot out here.
Yeah, that's a little...
No. It's not hot. It's muggy.
Very, very humid.
Very.
Very, very humid.
Extremely humid. Whee. Yes.
Hey, come here! I need help!
What do you got?
It's a baby bird! It was on the floor! It looks like it was about to die! It's no baby! Like, it looks like it's just born. I saw it on the desk.
So apparently the kids found a baby bird.
It's a baby baby.
Then you shouldn't have touched it. So you shouldn't have touched it. So what are you doing?
You caught me. I hate heights, but the kiddos, my oldest found a little birdie. His daddy is a red bird and mama is a
Yeah, we've seen them.
bird.
We can actually hear them. Obviously the nest was like right here because we've seen droppings
on some branches.
over here on the floor. So we already know that's where the nest was, but we don't have anything that tall to get back up there. So she just went ahead and put him into the box, and now we're gonna go ahead and put him into the house.
He's a fat kid.
He
is a fat kid. We had to do dog food with hot water to sponge it up, make it soft. Cook an egg, scrambled it up completely, put it in with the dog food, and mush it up and give it to him because that's what it says to do.
Well, you probably didn't have to scramble it. You probably could have left it raw. But
No, it said cooked. So I was like, and look at him. He's being a fat kid. Every time I go to touch him, he's like, "Ma, feed me." And I'm like, "I'm not your mama, but your mama can see you." And it is a wives' tale that if you touch them, you know, the parents are gonna not want him. But the parents are around here and they do want his baby.
Yep, we've
So,
seen them both.
Since we don't have anything,
Matter of fact, there,
yeah,
because that's
right
where the
there.
nest is. The other two babies are up there.
So since we don't have anything that tall, Hobby remembered that we made these bird houses.
Yeah.
So we're screwing it up here instead.
Hopefully you guys can see her.
Look. But yeah.
That's the female.
So
And it looks like there's two others up there.
beep, 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 beep.
So I guess they're gonna have to split their duties between the kiddos up there and
this little one right here.
this one over here.
So, but I made it tall enough, I mean high enough for her to get to him or her. And I also made it short enough for me to be able to, you know, just as long as to get to him if we don't see the bird coming this way. So we're gonna get out of the way so Mama Bird can come and do her duties. We're just gonna keep an eye and make sure that they are coming over and feeding them. If not, then, you know, we're going to try to do it ourselves, but we're able to have access. So
So I think we're gonna go ahead and take a break from working on the dog pen. Obviously I have all of this I still need to cut up. Maybe I can just move my stuff to the other side to where I can be far enough out of the way, because obviously standing right here underneath the tree, she's still feeding them in the tree. So, and you can see Willow, she knows what's going on. She's like, hey, I didn't know you're up there. So
Yeah.
but I think I'll be far enough away if I'm on the other side of the trailer to cut up all this down to 6 foot lengths and go from there.
I know.
One wall basically done on the back, and then obviously we'll be doing the same thing. Don't necessarily need it to be as tight as that. We can leave a little more gaps in between here, because obviously, you know, having the different bays is only going to be able to be so we can separate them when they're eating, right, like we've said before. So not too worried about if, because doors will be left open once they're done eating, and then they can just kind of, you know, mingle with each other. But that's what we're going for. I think it looks all right. So I mean, obviously, as you guys have seen from the very beginning of the video, that obviously we had weather, right? So we did not get a whole lot done of what we needed to get done. I've been trying to get the lawnmower running this morning. I actually worked on that for a couple hours. I could not get it running. So I ended up, because obviously with Dad not being here, he's the mechanic. He's the one that likes tinkering, but then he always tells me, hey, I need you to buy me parts. I'm like, oh, okay. And normally it's carburetor, right? He doesn't like, well, he can rebuild carburetors, and he does that, but a lot of times it's just cheaper just to buy a new carburetor, and then half the time that's what's wrong with whatever we're working on. But you guys recognize that. I did get a chance to use that today, which I need to go put it up here since it's towards the end of the day. And I was first thing this morning, before doing any of that, kind of digging holes for the little fence area. I didn't record any of that, and obviously coming over here to cut for the gathering house area, just trying to maintain this, which there's a lot of the big leaf weeds and stuff that grows over here. Obviously I'm trying to maintain this. It would be nice to be able to get, you know, the tractor over here with the box blade or whatnot and just kind of scrape this down, but every single one of these holes, look, filled with water. So, you know, until we get a little less rain, it's kind of hard working over here, trying to get some of these foundations and stuff put in. Obviously I still need to dig a few more, right? We've only gotten in a few of the holes. Obviously, that stump still needs to come out. There's more stumps over here that has to come out. But all the rest of the holes in the back have been done. Every single hole for the front has been done. They're not down to depth. This is the only hole that I've gotten all the way down to depth, but as you can see, we're still dealing with water. So yeah, that's kind of the deal on that, you know, just to kind of keep you all informed. So we're working on projects that we can work on. I know here probably about another month or so, we should be getting less rain, right? It should be getting into a drier season, because once we can get the foundation done for that, it's going to start going up rather quickly. So that's kind of the biggest thing on that one, though, is working around the rain, working around the weather and such. And then Gladys also did so with the bird, right, that you guys had seen, that I had to move stuff around, had to kind of come out here and cut, that way I was away from where the birdhouse and everything is. But she had looked up a little more information on that, and I guess right around the age that we think that bird is, they normally leave the nest and they go down to the ground, even though they're not great flyers yet. That they go down to the ground and then find cover on the ground, and that their parents will still come feed them for like another week or so, maybe a little bit longer. And then once they're able to fly, they'll get up and start flying. But I guess whenever the kiddo came across it, they're like, hey, this bird just came out of its nest. And so, of course, you know, Gladys being mama bear, went and got the box and everything, and was cutting up an old shirt and just making a nest, feeding it, you know, dog food mixture and all this. Just doing what she always does, right? She likes taking care of things like that. Any of the stray animals that comes around, she wants to do the same thing. And yeah, so I let her do it. You know, it's has to happen, I guess. You know, it's one of those things that even with a lot of the bigger animals, you know, I have to tell her no a lot of times. But whenever it comes down to stuff like that, I'm like, huh, what harm is it, right? There's no harm in it. So other than, you know, interfering with nature. But it happens. And it even said, you know, is either you can try to put it back in its nest if you would like, or you can leave it alone if you like, or just raise it yourself if you like, right? It's all those things that can happen. And she chose to, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and feed this until we can see if mom and dad will continue, because like we said, they were around, right? So yeah, that's what's going on. So we're going to continue knocking out these projects. Actually, as you guys are watching this, hopefully watching this, because it is kind of getting late into the day, and if it comes up, it probably won't come up in time of like when I would want it to come up. So Wednesday, so if you're not watching this Wednesday, then Wednesday we actually have an appointment over in Fort Smith. We're going to get the windshield replaced on the Jeep finally. So because that's already paid and done and such. But yeah, that's it. That's what we got going on. So I have a feeling that I'm gonna have to buy another lawnmower, because lawnmower I got doesn't work, and you can't maintain this stuff without a lawnmower. So I guess until next month, it's gonna look pretty ragged. So anybody out there in the community here, locally or even semi-locally, that can let us borrow a lawnmower would be greatly appreciated. Or we can even feed you if you want to come over and cut it for us. But all right, well, that's what we got for you. So glad you're following in on the journey. Got that other video that you can check out here, the playlist for the whole year. icons at the top make it easy to subscribe both here and to the side channel. And then last but not least, always thank a veteran at every chance you get, not only on Veterans Day. We'll see you on the next one. Later, y'all.